Welcome everybody. It's almost 11 a.m. here in Chicago. Thought I'd come on. Still have the fan on unnecessarily. Kinda. Welcome to live. You can always shop with us. You can pray with us. You can donate to us. You can find a community area where we see items that if you need it, we'll try and get it to you. What we do ask is that you pay up front and we'll get that item to you. And if there's any problems with it, we ask that you take a picture right from the get-go. But if you find any problems with actually receiving the item or it's not what you were looking for, we send it back. Okay, send the money back. We ain't got no problems with that. But we want to get it to you. Okay. So if we say $10, go ahead and send $10. You can send something more or whatever. But welcome. So like now there's a massage chair, 7 years old approximately. It says the material's beat up and it shows where, but it has seldomly been used, works fine, different modes of vibration, very heavy. You have to pick it up and haul it. Okay, so thank you for your attention and time. So welcome to Daily Divine Guidance 9774. This is Lavera, and I love to sing. I love talking and helping people, especially if you're getting on my nerve. I think it's my job to help you with your psychological quirks that you think is my care in your business. It's amazing. Now, if you're not talking to me while you're online, there's absolutely no way I'm talking to you while you're online. So if I say somebody did something and you know it wasn't you, shut up. Just let it go. It's not for you. Okay? Bless the Lord, oh my soul. Praise Him. He's so worthy to be praised today. Amen. So what I was thinking is, sometimes people want you to show proof. That's great. You can dig it up. It's not hard to, it's not hard to find. It's not. But here's the kicker. Most of us are over 3 years old. And the 3-year-old kind of knows right from wrong. So overall, as adults, you see people doing a lot of bad things, crazy things, rambunctious things. And you think to yourself, come on. No, it couldn't be this crazy. Oh, well, yes, it is. So it's very simple. If anything is telling you to kill, steal, or destroy, anything in those categories, that should probably be your. Some people don't have any type of moral compass. They just think something and go with it, and people could be saying, "Hey, don't do that. It's at the edge of the cliff, Don't go over there. Don't do." And they full speed, no helmet, no covering, run right into what people said don't run into. And then they get all the, "Hey, don't go over there," and they still do it. So someone already told them, don't do that. They get away from that person and still try to ponder on how they're going to do it. Like no one said anything. This is going to be a disaster. Don't go that route. Okay? And they're still plotting, got other people plotting with them. And then they think, okay, it's time. Let's go full speed with no protection into this. Not of anything that's, sober, sane. So they go in, and then you look around, and you see them almost crying like, "Oh, I hurt myself. Oh, well, I'll just punish someone else for what?" You not only spoke to other people about what you were going to do, and they said, "Don't do that." You left them, stayed in your head, found people that would support your crazy idea. Never considered kill, steal, destroy, off limits. Nope, you went right ahead doing what you did. Full speed, head first. And now I don't know what you're doing. Hi, Bubbles. And I'm like, that is crazy. And now you're like, hey, you got to be a champ. Take it on the chin, really. But look at all the people that's on their neck or in a casket because of you, you know, people trying to save your life, their lives, and you're going, oh, well, yeah, gosh, golly gee, really? People getting up limping, hurting, lost their job, their lives, their kids, their family, just gone. And you're, well, that's what's next. What? Kill, steal, destroy for these people that don't have any. I mean, you don't even need the law. You don't even need the Constitution. Kill, steal, destroy. Anything falling under those categories, you need to stop. So if you're saying things that can destroy or hurt someone for no reason, you need to stop. If you're killing people or things or people's ideas, people's jobs, livelihoods, family, for no real reason, money is not a reason to do that. You need to stop. If you're stealing people's money or stealing their jobs and families, if you're stealing people's possessions, people's time and energy, people's lives, did I say that? Something should tell you, kill, steal, destroy, off limits. I will look crazy. Oh, you weren't worried about the majority of the people thinking you're crazy. Oh, my fault. Huh. God, we need more bubble wrap than we thought. This is not to one person. This is everyday life. I live in Chicago, and what you see on the news is real. I cannot make it up, and I would love to give you more examples, but we're not trying to have any problems with these people because they seem to be watching everybody, including me. I'm one of their favorites. So I don't call names. And I'm sorry if you guys have schizophrenia or paranoia or something, bipolar disorders or something. That every time I open my mouth, you think I'm talking to you. Yeah, maybe. I said this the other day. When people are talking, I was talking about 13-year-olds that have children. And I was saying how we need to protect these kids, men and women. There are boys that are being touched by little fast girls with a demon on her. There are little boys that have been touched by grown women with demons on them. What other reason would it be that someone would want to touch a 13-year-old? Okay, how cute little that little girl is. What would possess her to explore sex at 13 or whatever age she is on a little 13-year-old boy? That he will become a father. What would not be in her head? Or what's in her head that she would even explore being a parent so young? We're not talking about the people that have already done that. We're talking about the future kids. Why isn't there more programs to teach children? And they tried to put it in school. Maybe it was the way it was put in there. Or some people know that they're not these kids' real parents and they don't care. Because it's very rare. As far as I know, excuse me, it's very rare that you actually have parents that teach their children about sex. To the extent where they actually get in their heads. Yes. Well, you actually get in their heads and, okay. And they really learn and understand that they should not be exploring that. It happens. You can't, you can't, but you can't protect your kids 24/7 all the time. Things happen. But this happens well too often. It just does. Well too often, honey. Very well too often. Very well cooked. And it's like, how does it go, Jim? So it seems like we need to put the kids in the chats and really get it over to them and convey the idea that, shoot, until you're about 35, you don't even need to have sex. Truth. That's just my ongoing preference of a joke, but of a reality. There's so much to do before you're 35 that should not include sexual experiences that traumatize you, and then you got to have all these scars and have all this treatment or all these drugs or have self-esteem and trying to figure it out and fix yourself up because someone said or did something they weren't supposed to do. And if you learn so early before, not even 18, before 25, someone sitting here training you from like 16 to 25, wow, that's something you shouldn't even be worrying about right now. You should not be worrying about sex. Now, those that have done that, you should be the main front one on the line. You should be the main one speaking up. Yeah, I agree. That wasn't a good experience. You shouldn't feel condemned. You should feel empowered that you have the experience and knowledge to say, she's right. No. What do we find mostly? People feeling condemned. They're mad that I said something. And most of the people that have a brain on it, they're thinking, yeah, I could have waited. Shoot. I mean, we troop through it. We put on a brave face and we get out here and we do what we have to do as young parents, boys and girls, men and women. But I can't think of, I'm sure there's always a percentage going, I had such a nice ride in life and I'm just ready to go. That's good. I'm glad to hear that. But the majority of these situations were predatory, whether people know it or not. They were preying on someone innocent to get something. Okay. Again, I don't care the age. It's amazing how a 13-year-old knows how to pull a little boy's body part out and do strange things without any change. I'm just saying, who does it? So, we want to tie the Bible back in. Doing right it should not require, what I'm saying is, you should know right or wrong without someone telling you what the law is. If you're a kid, I think after 3, you should be able to know what's right and wrong on a basic level. You should be introduced to it somewhere. And as you get older, there should be more, not guidelines, but introductions to life and the situations that you will encounter. It's not about sex, but kill, steal, destroy. I don't care what age you are. If you put your situations to those questions, like when you're making decisions, like you could say, what would Jesus do? Sometimes people don't study what God does, but you should know right and wrong. The law shouldn't have to tell you what's right and wrong. That's all I'm saying. Who is banging? Hold on. There's a kerfuffle outside. Let me be nosy. Yeah. Kill, steal, destroy. If anything follows under those categories, I don't care what it is, relationships, work relationships, interactions with people at a job, you should always consider, is this killing, stealing, or destroying? I shouldn't do that. So, running a business. See how loud that is? Like somebody trying to get in somewhere and they're banging on the door. And you can hear it. Yeah, it's like somebody said, open the door. Yep, open the door. She's banging on the door loud. Now you're going to hear some screaming and hollering inside the house. And this is what I'm talking about. Man. You hear her? You hear him? Oi. Oi. Uh-oh. Don't keep the door in. Okay, guys, I think I better go.